How to set a healthy boundary. Is there anyone who keeps crossing the line or pushing your button? Do you sometimes get triggered by someone? If so, it might be time to set a healthy boundary. I personally took quite a long time to set a healthy boundary with others because one, I didn't know that I needed to set a boundary. I was more ready to fit in and meet the expectations of others. I was more into pleasing others instead of myself. And two, I used to feel bad for claiming my needs and speaking up my voice because back then I had quite a low self-esteem. But setting a healthy boundary will keep your sanity and achieve emotional balance. So let's take a look at it. And I want to share simple steps that might help you to set a healthy boundary for your relationships with others and yourself. So number one, identify what qualities you want to experience from your relationships, whether it be your romantic partnership, business partnership, or just casual friendship. For example, you might want to experience loyalty or trust, respect, or nurturing through your relationships. Like, just list them out and verbalize what you really want. And just be specific about your needs. And think of it as a design process because it's really about designing the way you interact with others. And number two, promise yourself that you're gonna put yourself in the environments that have those qualities you want. Make it as a rule. This is gonna be your new boundary that defines how you interact with others. Then, evaluate if others directly violate your rules or not. And usually, when you get triggered, that is a sign that others crossed your line. And if they violate it, tell them what's your boundary, what's your expectation, and communicate your needs if necessary. And stand up for yourself instead of sacrificing yourself. And remove yourself from the environments that have elements that directly conflict your desired qualities. So in the past, I used to feel bad for saying no. So I often let others cross the line without expressing any resentment. And I realized that all my reactive emotions had been secretly deposited within myself and eventually making other areas of my life off balanced. So it was not a sustainable way to achieve emotional wellness or to interact with others. So know that claiming your own boundary is actually a sustainable way to maintain your emotional health and your personal relationships in balance. And it's a healthy way to take control of your emotion, and it's a way to take ownership of your emotion. Because by defining your rules and sticking to the rules, you give yourself a guideline regarding how to deal with relationship challenges in a way that you can honor yourself instead of sacrificing and fitting into the needs of others. And putting yourself in the position where you don't deserve lowers your self-esteem. So if they keep violating, it may be time to take a break from the relationship. And for those of you who are attracted to a specific person, you might be thinking that only this person can provide you what you really want. Or it could be an opposite. You might be thinking that your life would be so much easier and happier without this specific person. And this is called emotional attachment. And although these two cases look very opposite, on the fundamental level, there is an emotional attachment that makes you feel obsessed about this person, or it could be a situation or a thing as well. So without that person, you would think that your life would be perfect or would not be perfect. But the truth is that What you really want, or what you really want to avoid, is the major quality that is represented by that person. So in other words, you would be projecting the quality through that person. So for example, you might want to feel validated so desperately, and you would want to satisfy your needs by making your friends or partners to validate you. So basically, it's a way of satisfying your needs by using external forms. And that's when you can get started being obsessed about others' comments and opinions on you and not being able to walk away from them, even when they constantly hurt you because of that emotional attachment. So in this case, first you need to distinguish the quality from that specific person or thing or whatever. Because when you're emotionally so attached to a subject matter or person, you can't see things as it is. So give yourself a break, keep some safety distance, and start providing yourself the qualities through self-care. Allow yourself to experience the quality you want without relying on others' behavior. In this way, you can provide yourself the qualities you want unconditionally, because by not relying on others, but relying on yourself, you can become self-sufficient regarding achieving the emotional wellness. It's really about feeling that you can get your needs met. And this can be done by yourself and others, but through self-care, you can have more control over your emotions. So when you do this to the point when you don't need to rely on others, you'll see people start providing the qualities you want without even asking. So have a beautiful day. Thank you.